Hi guys, this is part 2 of the April garden walk. Like I said, this North Pole mailbox we had out for Christmas, I decided to keep it out in the flower bed, and I'm going to paint it so it doesn't look Christmassy. A rose, forever and ever rose. It's a nice pink one. I've got blue bearded irises planted back here. The daffodils are done. Gonna cut those back. And I've totally forgot what this blue flower is. Got lilies. My other Ajuga, which I kind of like this one better because it's got more of the sage and purple in it. But it is in bloom, just like the other. Lilies. Mostly lilies in this bed, and white phlox in the middle. In this bed, we have added some things. Of course, the Rudbeckia, the Black-Eyed Susans, which is the gold color, blooms on it. Sedum, a clump of lilies. We had a rose back there, but I don't think it's going to make it. This is a hibiscus. Gets the plate size blooms on it. I think it's a red one. Bleeding heart. I actually didn't think that was going to come back, but it did. Back here, transplant. Let me zoom out a little bit. My grandma had these, and I planted them along here. This is called anemone. They'll get pinkish purple blooms on them. And when they multiply, they're like a runner. So, there's another one. I've got them planted along there. I think this is a hydrangea. Got salvia coming up. More Black-Eyed Susans. I like to put the yellow Black-Eyed Susans and the purple salvia together. Their contrast is pretty. This is a big hydrangea bush that I got from my grandma this year. Hope it does good here. Now this guy was from last year that I thought died or didn't make it. This is another bleeding heart, and I will have to move this because it's going to get the hydrangea is going to get too big for it. So I'll be moving that. Lots of things to move. Pansies. I believe this one is the yellow coreopsis. Some more salvia, another hibiscus. Up there, and the pretty fire bushes, burning bushes. Very pretty bush. I like it. So now begins our shaded area of the yard and our shade gardens. That is until we can afford to get some trees down back here. But we all know how expensive that can get. Alright, let's start over here. We've got some blue-green hostas coming back. Another hosta. This here is an astilbe, which it just popped up. I didn't even see that a week ago. Coral bells, the burgundy, ground cover. Not necessarily a ground cover, but it just doesn't get too tall. The Solomon seal is getting its white flowers on it. It's now in bloom. Very pretty. Another one of my favorites. A hosta bed, pretty much here. And I think this one was a fire and ice hydrangea. We plan on painting and staining this arbor, as well as repainting the garage, but we're not sure what color we want to do. Okay. The shed is going. If you're friends with me or have me on Facebook or whatever, you have heard that my sweet baby beagle that I had for almost 17 years had passed last Saturday night. I've had him since I was a kid. He was my first dog. Very, very sweet dog. And he will forever be missed. We did get him cremated this Monday. But anyway, this is what they were staying in to stay warm this winter, with a couple heat lights in here and some hay. But we will be tearing this down shortly and continuing the garden border. Eventually, the whole border of the yard will be full of perennials. That's the goal anyway. I would like to see some Japanese painted ferns in here, as well as the Japanese bright green, the forest grass. So just some ideas for this area. Alright, back over here. Just planted this Encore azalea. And Encore azaleas, they bloom in the spring, and they will also bloom again in the fall. This is our fire pit area, and the big flower bed that we've got around it that we're working on. We got another burning bush here. Got some perennials. I believe that's a salvia. This is a bush that they had before we moved here. Some grasses, variegated grasses. We had Joe Pye and butterfly weed in here, as well as more of the spiderwort. And what I'm wanting to do with this area is make it a butterfly garden. So I'll be filling this in with soil and be planting a bunch of zinnias and stuff that attract the butterflies. Some more grasses coming up. Lilies. Another perennial that I can't remember what it is. Another peony that I got a couple weeks ago. I had planting fever and got started early. I couldn't help myself. Obedient plant. It'll be the white flowers on it. Pink pampas grass. I think this is a phlox. I think it's a phlox. These are the David Austin roses that I transplanted from my grandma's. Hoping they take off and grow up the side of the arbor. So as you can see, everything needs to be mulched again. I've got to get rid of these last 3 straw bales. Some major weed pulling. Just some freshening up we've still got to do for the season. And this is going to be our vegetable garden area. I'll be making 1 or 2 more raised beds. But as you can see, we've not started on it. We usually don't start our vegetables till about mid-May. Alright guys, I think that just about does it for the April garden tour. Like I said, the redbud trees and the dogwoods this is their time. They are gorgeous this year. There's another redbud and a white dogwood tree back there. Alright guys, well thank you for watching, and I will see you in the early May garden tour to show you what's going on then. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.